I think I'm one of the minorities of people that are completely against OnlyFans because I feel like it's designed to break up a couple, as you could say, but that's just my personal beliefs. But for one thing, even if you're not in a relationship, you know, you can have OnlyFans, but if you're in a relationship, don't do it. So I think it really goes to show you that if your family and friends find out that you do OnlyFans, you know, that completely have you sell your butt nigga body online for dudes to see and simps to pay you a lot of money to see you play with your poontang like on the internet, is really one of those cases where I don't need to be with a girlfriend who does OnlyFans, especially if I'm in a relationship with you. That'll give you all my attention. So there's no point of you going to the extra mile just to seek attention from guys that have nothing to do with their lives at all. So shout outs to Didi for uploading this video. Let's get to it.
I forget about you. Take it away, feeling too good.
I have 2 uniforms for work. This and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing.
You're not acting like an adult right now. You're not acting like an adult right now. Adults don't do this.
Go out!
You're not acting like
Get out! Get out of the house now! Okay? You are an adult now.
It's obvious to me that the mother is not having it, and I don't blame her from, you know, acting this way as well. If I find out my daughter is doing OnlyFans, I'm kicking her behind out the house. Because you ain't finna bring that stuff into my crib, knowing that I didn't raise you to be a slut on the internet. And for one thing, I think for the most part, this is why fathers need to be in their child's lives, because if they grow up to be something that they got no business doing.
You're not acting like an adult. You are 40 or 50 years old, and I am 19 years old, and you are acting like a kid. You don't throw stuff at your kid.
And this is coming from a daughter who does OnlyFans, that's completely disrespected herself online. Because if a family member finds out that you're doing porn or adult X-rated stuff, then they're gonna disown you. Like, what exactly did you expect, really? Did you expect them to understand and support your nasty decisions? I don't think so.
Today, move all your stuff out. Okay? Or I will move it for you. Okay?
All right, so what do you guys think about this video? This is something we don't see in this day and time. We don't see this. We know back in the day, you know, your parents, your mother, if they didn't agree with something you were doing and you were living under their roof, then they kind of acted like this. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. I don't know how the new generation of parents are now with their children, but I know when I was growing up, this is what you would see. A parent, if you're grown and you're living under your parents' roof, then you have to abide by their rules, whatever they say goes, or you can go out and you know, take care of yourself. So that's basically what I see when I see this, because clearly her mother does not agree with her doing OnlyFans. Exactly. And she doesn't want that for her daughter, and she's saying, listen, you're an adult, you're 19. If you want to choose this lifestyle, if this is what you want to do, go on and get out and get your own place and live your own life. But her mother wants no parts of it. Now, I don't know, you know, some people might think that was a bit harsh, or, you know, don't understand why a mother would do, you know, treat her daughter that way. But like I said, I'm from the old school. Growing up, that's how parents were. If you under their roof, you gotta abide by their rules, or you can leave. You know, but now in today's society, you see so many mothers agreeing with this type of lifestyle. These modern women, they're okay, and not all of them, but a lot of them are okay with this type of behavior. They're okay with the whole 304 culture. They don't have a problem with their daughters doing OnlyFans. They don't have a problem with their daughters' lifestyles. Shit, in some cases, the mama and the daughters are on the same page. Like, the mamas and the daughters are doing the same thing. Nowadays, you see the mothers almost damn near preparing the daughters to live this type of lifestyle. They think it's okay. Exactly. So you have a lot of younger, modern mothers.
And this is exactly what I was talking about. They need fathers in their lives. because you see what happened in this clip. That was a prime example of you raising a perfect daughter, and then she turns around and does this. It's kind of disrespectful, but at the same time, I am kind of a little frustrated with the mom of how she acted. And yeah, she shouldn't be, throwing things at her daughter and acting all craziness and all that just because she does OnlyFans. Although I am agreeing with the mother this time. Like, if you do that nasty stuff in the house, you can pack your things and get out of my crib. Because I don't accept that type of lifestyle. I don't accept that decision and that choice that you bring into this household. I didn't raise you to be a whore, being an internet thought. I raised you to be a good person. Y'all get what I'm saying?
This behavior, and many times they do it with their daughters, because as long as you're able to get the money, that's all that matters. Money is the only thing that matters. Your reputation, your security, being self-aware, being just in tune with who you are, being having self-respect. All of that takes a backseat to the money. The money is where it's at. That's all that a lot of these modern single women think about. So they don't, when it comes to having self-respect, teaching their daughters to respect themselves, that takes a backseat. But at the same time, they want people to respect them and hold them in a high regard. And
especially if they're doing OnlyFans and porn. I'm sorry, but I don't take women like that seriously. Even modern women rappers, like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, all them other slut rappers, including Cardi B. I don't take them seriously. I never have, and I never will. Those who do are secure within themselves. The point I'm trying to make here is that if your child ends up doing porn or even OnlyFans, that comes with a heavy dose of consequences coming your way. Your family may not support it. They will always love you regardless. But this whole decision they made, I don't think they're going to support it. I won't. Not in this household.
You carry yourself does not reflect. So you can't expect somebody to treat you like a queen, and all this goddess and all this stuff, and have a high level of respect for you when what you're doing does not require a high level of respect. Exactly. And if you don't have any self-respect or morals about yourself, then why would you expect everybody else to have respect and morals towards you? It just doesn't add up, and it doesn't make sense, the things that a lot of these women are expecting and requiring, but they're not expecting and doing anything that will require another person to have respect for you and hold you in a high regard, because they think what they're doing is okay. Society has made it okay for this 304 culture, and a lot of these young women have just swallowed that pill whole and ran with it, and they believed it. They drank the Kool-Aid. They think that this is okay. And it's unfortunately, this is being done in all cultures. It's not just the Black community, but the Black community is the one who's going to suffer the most. In all situations, we're always the ones who take the brunt of all of the stigma, because it's just the way it's been and it's the way it is. And a lot of people don't realize that. No, it's not just the Black community and Black women who are dealing with these types of things. It's happening all over. But we're the ones who are put out there. We're the ones who are put at the forefront of the backlash. Black women are the ones who are going to be put at the forefront and have been put at the forefront of the backlash of all of this. Yeah. And I don't think a lot of women look at the bigger picture, and they don't care to, because all they see is getting to the bag at any cost. But at the same time, like to say Black women are the most educated, so you're free to get education, you're free.
I think there's a quote from Cam Newton when he said, "You look the part, but you don't act the part." I'm gonna say it one more time. You look the part, but you don't act like the part. And I think that's what's going on with modern women today. On social media and flexing on people, acting like they're this rich person that don't give a damn about what people think about them. But yet somehow, when somebody calls them out on their nonsense, this is the outcome that's gonna happen if somebody calls them out, they get mad and they get upset. When someone's trying to tell you something, try to tell you the reality of the situation, you want to stay in this fantasy bubble to the point where people are not going to want to take you seriously anymore because, number one, you're so dumbfounded and you're not really paying attention to the facts. And the sad part about this whole thing is that the majority of the black community with the mothers and daughters is that they both end up doing the exact same problems. It starts with the mom, and then when the daughter grows up, she's going to end up doing the exact same thing as the mother did, being a 304, and then they both ended up doing things together. And you actually call that parenting? I've seen this too many times on social media and in real life. This is coming from the lack of a father in their lives. If the father was around, he would not allow it. He would not allow their child, their daughter, to act like a hoe on the internet. Like, we raised you better than that. We taught you better than that. And then you go around and you chose this dumb decision because you claim we don't love you enough, we don't appreciate you enough, we don't support you enough. We've supported you throughout your life when it comes to having a 9-to-5 job, high school and college, but if you going around doing OnlyFans and porn because you're broke, you didn't even bother to have time to come to us for money, we could have helped you out, but you instead turn to the internet stuff, which is porn and OnlyFans. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's just the reality of it. Am I not making sense here, people? Please let me know in the comments. Let's continue.
A lot of women choose the 304 culture. They choose quick, fast money, OnlyFans, as if they have no other choice. And you would think with all this education and the times that we're in where women can get degrees and you can get that PhD if you want to and get a decent job, somehow a lot of women are choosing to do the 304 route or choose the 304 route. I don't understand it. It's like you're free to do whatever you want to choose, but this is what you choose. So I just think it's just unfortunate that the black community is the one who's going to suffer from all of this. At the end of the day, we're the ones who are the scapegoats for everything that's happening. And with this type of, narrative and put out there and this whole societal push towards black women being independent, boss chicks, you don't need a man sentiment, unfortunately, it's going to ruin our culture. Yeah. Because a lot of these women don't understand or don't want to understand the idea of family and marriage, the whole family structure. They don't think about that. They don't think that that's important. They don't see how important that is to our society. They really don't. They don't understand the purpose of it. They don't understand how it helps and contributes to our society. They don't see it. They have not been taught it, so they don't understand the dynamics and how it works.
Sure
they
don't.
Just see, oh, if I'm with a man and I gotta cater to a man and I gotta do what he says and I'm under him and he over me and I don't want that. They think that that's what it is, and that's what it like. He's controlling you. And when you talk to a lot of,
I sometimes feel like there's other ways around when it comes to a man that's telling you, look, you want to look nice, but please don't wear that in public around my friends or at the bar when guys are staring at you. They want to talk to you, knowing that I'm right there in front of them, knowing that this is completely disrespectful, and you want to make it okay for you to go around dressed like a hoe with these tight dresses and tight jeans, and you got dudes talking crazy about your butt and all that. Like, whatever happened to having morals for yourself and setting boundaries when it comes to being in a relationship? And yet somehow we're the ones that are controlling you. No, we're not. We just want you to look nice and be respectful in a relationship. What is so hard about that? They always say, oh, telling you can't dress like this, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. He's controlling. That's not control. That's just telling him to just look nice. What is the other way around?
That's the way they think. They think that, listen, if I gotta listen to a man, if I gotta struggle with a man, then I can do bad by myself. which when you're by yourself and you're doing bad, it's not that great. Being single, you don't need a man that's put on a pedestal, and it's not really helping our communities. It's breaking our communities. And a lot of these women don't realize it until they get older. And when they get older, they realize, oh, okay, now I'm stuck here by myself. I need a man. But it wasn't a priority because society has made a lot of these women think that it's okay. Oh, take care of yourself. You can do it. You see what I'm saying? And don't understand the ramifications of the overall picture and how this affects our community as a whole. If we don't have families, that's a part of the reason why we can't grow as a community. And a lot of these women don't see it. So listen, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments.
Yeah, man, subscribe to DD's channel. Shout out to her once again for uploading this video. Now, my thoughts on this whole thing, I think you've already heard what I said. And I think they shouldn't be doing OnlyFans knowing that your family will completely disown you if you disregard what they say or disrespect their household, especially if they didn't raise you to be an internet thought. So what you've just seen in the beginning of the video was a prime example of the daughter doesn't care what the parents say. I'm gonna do OnlyFans, and whether they like it or not, this is my lifestyle. Well, I had to break it to you, sweetie, but in 5 years, you're not gonna last long on OnlyFans. So you're gonna have to work 9-to-5 job to try to survive in life. I think when it comes to the mom, yeah, I understand why she overreacted that way, but given to any parent that will react in any kind of way when they found out that their child is doing porn and OnlyFans, like, they're gonna disown you regardless. And it really goes to show you that if you're doing porn, there will be consequences coming your way. And don't expect us to support your decision. We don't want to see you have sex on camera or watch you degrade and disrespect yourself online. Like, you can do so much better than that. You can do so much better than that. So, yeah, once again, shout out to DD for uploading this content. If y'all enjoyed my thoughts and my reaction to this video, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna see y'all in my next content.